So I may have to switch up my morning sequence and do makeup after chanting because I felt like chanting Buddhist mantras as part of my morning sequence after like showering, eating, getting dressed, and this unexpected thing happened where I started crying during the medicine Buddha mantra, and I was like, I should do my makeup after chanting because apparently emotions will get processed. And so I chanted the Vajrasatva mantra, the 100-syllable mantra, it's called. Then I chanted the medicine Buddha mantra, and I just thought I was doing it because it felt nice and kind of like soothing to me. And then yesterday I came across the idea of talking to trees to consult them. And I did that, and I had this like what felt like what happened was I was watching this video where this girl was looking at a different woman's like channel who's a nature healer, and she was telling the story about how she visited a really old or like a really old spruce tree, and she was telling the story of what the spruce tree had to say because the nature healer had this emotional sensation of grief and sadness, and she was like, where is that coming from? And then she thought to herself, like, maybe that's coming from the spruce tree. And so then she was like, I'm going to try to channel this spruce tree. And when she did, like, she got this message. And like as I was listening to this nature healer like speak what the message from the spruce tree was, I just started weeping. I felt like the spruce tree was like making a connection with my spirit, and I just started weeping. Like I literally crawled. My sofa bed was still in its like bed configuration, and I wondered like why I left it out. And I was like, well, it's really convenient that like I'm so glad it's like I can just crawl onto the surface and just weep with all my muscles just like, like just like no action, just weeping. And I had these like images in my mind while I was weeping that like what I from the deepest core of my heart like want for the planet. And it's like the image, like the vision was like just like the planet, green and blue and in balance, and no fires, no smoke, peaceful, sunny, like lush, you know? And all the kingdoms of life are at peace. And there were no humans on this planet. Like that was my vision. Like because I was like, just it's weird to talk about it because whenever I speak these things, it doesn't come out the way that I actually feel them, because the way that I feel them is completely pure and very like well spoken, but the way that it comes out through my spoken word, it like gets filtered through all the debris that I've picked up from the world that I haven't yet removed from myself, because I don't know how to remove the I haven't known how to like remove it. And so it comes out kind of like it doesn't sound like me. I'm like my actual mind and my actual heart are not being represented in how I'm speaking. Like what I'm saying is true, factually speaking, but the way that it's coming out, it's like modified to sound like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's because I don't trust the world enough to actually like have my voice come out, because I'm like an innocent consciousness, and I've seen, maybe like this way, the way that it comes out, it's like I'm never going to allow this world to get anywhere near my true voice and my true sound of my mind, because I know what kind of evil, I know what it thinks like. I won't let it near me. Okay? And so, but that happened, the weeping and this vision of like, I just so care about the planet. And I know the tree was saying that it cares about humanity. And I'm like, I just want us to not be here, because I don't see a way for humanity to be healed from whatever evil has run rampant inside of it. And I want all the structures of man-made, like metallic and stone creation. I wish that could be like, you know, it's a vision. Like anything can happen in the vision. Like there's no need to think about how will this happen. It's like that's not the point. The point is like a vision of Earth where it's just natural, and there aren't any buildings. There's no power plants. There's no metallic anything. There's no electrical anything. There are no wires. It's all just gone. Like just remove humanity from planet Earth and allow planet Earth to be happy. That was just the vision, like the call of my heart, the biggest, deepest desire of my heart. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's how I felt. And so like this like spruce tree like felt like it connected with my spirit, because the point that the tree was trying to make was that the trees are sad because humans stopped consulting them. That was the main message that this tree gave to this woman. The trees want to help humanity crawl out of the hole that they've like built for themselves. And they, I guess, are suggesting that it's possible because they still have hope. And I was like, I didn't know trees like felt, you know, I just haven't, and it just felt so right. I'm like, this doesn't sound like a religion someone has to convince me of. You know how I'm constantly like battling like the Christian indoctrination that I have in my life since I'm a child, and always being like, but at the end of the day, like these things don't make sense, and all I really want to do sincerely is like remove it from me and all of its tentacles and just throw it away, and have something be powerful enough to keep it away from me forever. Like I don't want it. I'm tired of it. I don't want it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to be against it. I don't want to make rock music in the opposite side of it. I don't want anything to do with this weird, artificial, fake ass, like religious storyline and like set of concepts that don't make sense to me. They don't resonate with me. I don't want this. But this, the tree speaking, it wasn't even like a choice. There was no thinking. There was no analyzing. There was no like trying to like be like, this doesn't make sense, but I'm still gonna try to have faith. It wasn't like that. I started weeping instantly. Like it was like, oh, this is undeniable. Like this is natural. This is chemical. This is, if this then that. This is cause and effect. This is direct. Like this is not something that can be. It's like somebody, if I were to eat strawberry ice cream and somebody would try to tell me that it was actually chocolate ice cream, I'd be like, what are you talking about? My direct experience is that I'm eating strawberry ice cream. Like, do you not, like, why would you even try to tell me that it's chocolate? You know? Like, that's what that felt like. The weeping and the tree, like, message and the way that it felt. It was like my entire being recognized the, like, reality of it. And it was like, oh my God, like, can I just go full on, like, nature communication? Like, it's not even the spirituality. It doesn't need a name. Like, it's just, like, obvious, or, like, instinctual. It's not even an instinct. It's like more like, it's like if I want to wash my hands, I'm gonna go and like find water, you know? And it's like if I want to understand what's going on, like I might want to talk to someone about it, and like living beings that are the source of my oxygen and I'm the source of their carbon. Is it dioxide? My dioxide, you know? Like, and like the girl was saying after she watched the nature healer, she was like, well, if you think about it, like the trees, like when people die, they go back to the earth. If you're buried, if you're cremated, you still become like something like, you know, like if your ashes are like, what's it called? When somebody like go like lay my ashes out or in this mountain, like you become part of the earth. When people are buried in the ground, like they become, like technically speaking, like if someone is buried, like they become part of the earth. And it's like the trees have their roots, and they like like the people become like, do you know what I'm trying to say? And like some trees are around for hundreds of years, and it's like an ecosystem, and it's like, right, like this makes so much sense. And then I was like, am I allowed this? Because when I was a kid, I was like, this is a completely my vibe. Like I love talking to nature, and like you know, that's like completely my vibe. But I just didn't know that I could talk to trees and consult them. I thought, and no one ever presented me with the idea that it was like they were actual conscious like spirits. Like I saw it in Pocahontas, but it seemed like, you know, like because of religion being this thing that like has taken the throne of telling the people what spirituality consists of, these weird ass like symbolic weird stories. It's like that's fine, but like, oh, and of course like it demonizes any kind of nature communion. It's like, you know? And so like when I saw something like Pocahontas or like what's that, Fern Gully, there's like a movie I would watch, and my heart would always hurt for like the destruction of the ecosystems and pollution. Like that was my thing when I was a kid. Like I would just like watch Fern Gully, and like, you know, like my heart, like I'm just like, and still to this day apparently that's all I really care about, like go deep down inside. And it got buried under all of the like plastic, shallow, vile ways of humans. People are just trash, and I just forgot like that I even feel these things because they're just buried, forgotten, you know. And so like having this experience of watching this nature healer talk about what the trees are saying, I was like, whoa, like I can talk to trees. They're sad that we're not consulting them. They're like, there was a time when humans would like celebrate with the trees and like sing to the trees and like do like hold hands and like do like walk circles while like talking to the tree. I'm like, that's my vibe. Like that's, I would love to do that. I don't trust any human to actually do that without it being some fake, missing the point, like weirdly egoic hippie shit. Like I don't know if I can find actual authentic humans who like feel the thing and then like we would do that together, you know? Because there's a lot of people who like the fashion of bohemian, like boho, like nature, spiritual type stuff. But like finding a person who's actually like genuinely, it's just my experience with religious gatherings of people is that it's always somehow fake. Like it's very difficult to find an authentic person that genuinely is like I feel this, you know? And so, and yesterday I was like, I got some new clothes because I needed work pants that didn't actually fit me terribly. Successful in that. Got through the world and all of its BS yesterday. Yesterday was like a day full of BS. Like truly, it was just not okay. And then on the way home, I was like, wait a second, I wanted to talk to the trees. Like, I wanted to commune with the trees for a second before I go home. Let me not let this world make me forget what the real reason that I wanted to go outside today was about. And so, like, right before I got home, I actually did that. I, like, reached out to the tree branches and I, like touched the leaves, you know. And then, like, there was this tree with, like, 5 trunks coming out of the, like, you know, the ground. And I like, stood and I put my, like, forehead on it and, like, my palm on it. At first, just my palm. You know, first just the leaves and the palm, and then I'm like, I feel like putting my forehead on this tree, and I did that, and then like my palm was like this, and like my head was on the tree, and then like I was like, I know people are walking, but I'm like, I can't care about people that are plastic because I saw a nature healer talk about this. I now know that like there are people in the world who are aware of things like this. I'm one of those people, and so it made it a lot easier and kind of like irrelevant, like what people are passing by. I'm like, you're plastic. I don't notice you. Like I'm just, you know, like I'm slightly aware, but like the amount of awareness that I had of them was like 5%. And so I felt this like relaxation go through my body, like after like leaning my forehead against the tree for like, I don't know, like half a minute or something. And then like my arm like naturally felt really relaxed, and it just like went to my side, and I just stood there. Because the woman was saying that the trees want to take the negative energy that is generated in our like personal field through interaction with a bad world, you know, all the bad things of the world that like pollute our energy. The trees want to take that away. I guess like how like carbon dioxide, we exhale it, they want to like take it in. Like They want to allow us to exhale the bad energy. That was yesterday's experience. And while I was chanting the medicine Buddha mantra, I was like, it's weird for me to be chanting these Buddhist mantras because, like, I don't know what this is about. I don't believe in deities, but I just feel pulled to do this. And I'm like, whatever. And then I thought, like, well, don't try to make me holy now because I'm still angry. I'm still, like, not trying to be all, like, in that, like, fake way spiritual. Because the Buddhist energy that I've known is always, like, trying to be, not the energy, but the people that I've known. They're always, like, misinterpreting. I shouldn't say misinterpreting, but they're always, like, saying this one message that does not at all resonate with me. And I'm like, I'm still angry. I'm still not interested in, like, whitewashing evil and acting like it's not happening. I'm not gonna, like, you can't disengage me from the pain of people who go through horrendous things, like the things that have recently been in the news. Like, I'm not gonna, like, let go of awareness of that. I'm not gonna do that. But I felt, like, pulled to, like, chant these mantras. And so then I was like, well, this soothes my nervous system. Maybe that's good enough. And then, like, I was chanting the medicine Buddha mantra, and then all of a sudden I was having these images of, like, things that I want for the world so that the world would be healed. And so at first I was just trying to communicate as the woman, the nature healer. She said the trees want us to use soul language, not like our words, to communicate with them. And I was like, I know I'm not next to a tree right now, but, like, maybe I can, like, soul language talk to a tree out there. Right now I'm chanting this medicine Buddha mantra, and I was just imagining, like, all the trees, like, because I have a little plant in here, and I was like, can you tell, like, the trees, like, can you, like, connect me to the network of trees? And, like, I'm chanting this medicine Buddha mantra for, like, the intention of, like increasing life, fortifying life, like, just like a good image, and then I was thinking about that. I was just trying to think of something like that, like all the trees, all the network of trees, all the leaves of all the trees communicating. This, like, I saw this, like, green, like, if you see, like, lines, like, I guess, like, wires, but they're spiritual wires, like, going from all the trees. All the trees are, like, one network as I'm chanting this medicine Buddha mantra, and then, like, it goes into their roots. It goes to the fungi kingdom, the fungus kingdom. It goes through all the, like, earth, like, the entire earth, like, all the trees, like,